Hello, y'all. Welcome back to another
Hey,
episode. This is episode 10. Episode 10, y'all. That's
big 1-0.
that's wild. Um there are some things we want to talk about in the beginning before we get into our topics. We are sorry that we've been a little bit gone for most of August.
Mm,
Um my end, I was dealing with a very, very, very heavy matter. And because of that heavy matter, I had to really take a lot of time off. As much as I didn't want to, I genuinely needed it for my mental health. And that time off has really helped me because even though that I'm I'm still getting out of this hole, I really am. But I've been doing a lot better since. And it's just a reminder, please, 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 please take care when it comes to your mental health, because your mental health is A1. And considering that this month is suicide prevention month, please, please, if you see any of your loved ones, friends, family struggling and everything like that, please, please reach out, because the amount of that um that I've seen, I'm trying to censor because obviously YouTube is, you know, sensitive about it. Um, the amount of posts I've been seeing when it comes to that subject and people actually doing it recently, um, it's sad. It's really sad. So please, really check up on your loved ones, because even those the ones that are like, oh, I can, like, who primarily like making their friends laugh and everything like that, please check on your loved ones. Like, you never know what they're going through. You never know. So that's why I've been gone on my end. And I saw the messages that you guys were sending through the Twitter. And I really, really did appreciate it. That actually made me cry more than anything. But I really appreciate the words, and they truly, truly, truly meant a lot to me. And so, yeah, I'm back. I mean, I'm still getting there, but like I'm a lot better than I was like a couple weeks ago. So I'm just happy to be back. Um, getting back to everything again. So yay.
um, on my end,
Yeah.
family,
Mhm.
well, I can't even say good. Some people are just annoying. I don't even know.
What a mood.
Uh,
No, what a mood, honestly.
like, I went to someone's birthday, and the person whose birthday party it was, they left.
Oh.
Hey, people too grown for this. People are too grown for this. Like, she was an adult, and I don't understand her issue. Like, how is everybody else at your party but you? Anyway, my family is extremely ignorant, and I thought one side was better than the other. Forget that theory. That was about 10 years ago.
Right.
But just kind of dealing with family, going to see people that I don't usually see, and you can tell by the fact that they're like, I haven't seen you since you were a little girl,
Ugh.
and I'm in my 20s.
I hate when people
Yeah,
say
the
that.
effort is hell. Other than that, I'm gonna be honest. Like one of my moods on Twitter, because she's very honest and I
Uh-huh.
like it. She she's very encouraging, and I like that about her. I started therapy 2 weeks ago.
Ooh. Love that.
I did counseling while I was in college. It took a lot to do that because
Yeah.
I am that person that will bottle everything up and it will come out as frustration tears.
Yeah. I'm the same.
It's not that I'm necessarily upset,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't voice what I want to say. I don't know what to say, so it comes out as frustration tears.
Right.
Um, but I started therapy because I mentioned to my doctor that I have social anxiety and anxiety in general and just a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there are some things in my life that have happened that I probably will just not talk about.
Right.
But the social anxiety thing, I have to work out for just my physical health and my just mental health in general. Um, Doing this show is very helpful just because I can talk freely
Yeah.
and I can talk to my friend. So it's
Yeah.
very nice to just have a relaxing environment to talk, but I struggled throughout college because of my social anxiety, and I find out that that's related to a lot of past traumas and past things that happened that I won't, get into and or explain heavily, but it's a lot of things that happened when I was a kid that, caught up to me in the present to the point where having doing presentations is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking in front of people and going to the gym is very hard. Making friends, speaking to people first.
Right.
Like, it took me years to be able to order my own food in a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that now freely because I worked on it, but life is hard.
It is.
But to be able to do therapy freely, and it's from home, but it's something that I was able to do.
Yeah.
Plus, it is free, but it's something I've just been able to do. I see her a few times every couple of weeks, and it's just been something nice that I can do.
Right.
Um, just think, have time to think, and then on top of that, just work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm about ready to quit.
Yeah, after the stuff that you've had been going through recently when it comes to that, yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame.
I'm about ready to quit because having my boss just down my throat about, well, when people tell you things and they're not true, and then you end up in situations where the cops get called on you, yeah, you'd be ready to quit too.
Guy, you need to message me after we're done filming about what exactly
Yeah,
happened because what the hell?
yeah. It almost happened a second time, so you will know about it. Y'all out here will not know the explicit full story, but
Nope.
just know that this man almost got these hands because what the hell?
Yeah, so long story short, we've been both kind of been going through it. That's why we haven't been as active, basically.
Yes,
Um,
basically, life has been rough and for no reason.
no, for real. Also, I also forgot to mention this earlier. Thank you as well for the birthday wishes as well. My birthday was August 25th. And so the birthday wishes really, really, really meant a lot to me. And this birthday was really, really special. But that's for another day. But thank you. It truly, truly, truly meant a lot to me. But we're getting back despite upcoming schedules and everything like that. We're back and we have more ideas we've been wanting to talk about. But life has been a bitch. It's been the biggest bitch.
Yes. And we're sorry that it's usually been us talking
Yes.
and we don't usually have the guests because that is what the show was originally formed around. But
Life.
it is still a podcast. We just still just talk about topics, but we do try to get guests.
Yes.
The people aren't available all the time because
Yes.
there is, life, work,
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
We just do what we can. We just don't want to not upload, so we do what we can. But if
Yeah.
we do find someone, we will always tell you.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
by the next episode, which will be something a bit more special,
Yes, the next episode will be a lot. It's gonna be really special. Might as well just mention it now. Basically,
I kind of egg.
yeah.
I opened it.
On the 19th of this month will mark a year since our first episode was posted onto this channel.
Since we began Unbreakable Armies, since we had the different anniversary for our first guest, which was Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll mention that as that gets a little bit closer.
Yeah.
But one episode, like one whole year since our first episode happened.
That's wild.
We were able to put together something that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And hopefully, in the coming time, we'll be able to sprout more ideas and expand this into something better.
Exactly. Exactly. It's crazy how much we've done in a year with the podcast, and it's with your guys' love and support. It really truly means the entire world to us. For that, you guys are still excited to see the episodes despite with life and like all these things going on. You guys are still tuned in. That truly means a lot to us. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes. And we will talk about that more on our Twitter.
Yes.
And keep you guys updated as to what we want to do, what we plan to do, and hopefully you guys will stick around for what we hopefully would like to achieve.
Absolutely.
But on to our first topic of the day.
Let's go.
Hopefully we're not boring the shit out of you guys.
Right.
With our rambling. So what we got going on first?
Holy-Palooza. Let's talk about that. Because
Holy-Palooza 8 now.
That was that night. It's such a historical night for me. And of course for everyone else too. Because Hobie did what he had to do, which was that and more. But just hearing everything from Jack in the Box to Cypher to most of Hope World as well. Hello? And then a little bit of Dynamite cries. Bye.
Oh my god, it was incredible just to watch. Like we know BTS.
Mm-hmm.
We know. So we knew that he stand alone and we knew he could handle it. To know that he could captivate a whole crowd on his own.
Exactly. And also
he didn't even have to dance in the first half.
Right.
Just using his voice to control the crowd.
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
Absolutely. And big shout out to Chicago Army. Y'all did that. Y'all cheering. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. I had goosebumps all over.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, like, Hobie had me captivated, but the crowd had me just as amazed.
Same.
Just hearing them sing along with every single song was immaculate.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
Like, I remember hearing it was more.
Yes.
In that shot, they were scanning the crowd when he was like, bring it all, doing it all. I was like, oh my god! First of all, whoever doing this camera work, God's work is what you're doing.
Exactly.
Oh crap!
Exactly. And then plus all the all the army bombs too. Hello? Yes.
All the army bombs were lit up. First of all, by the time that concert started, them army bombs were sold out, and I was like, y'all knew what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all knew what you was doing. Y'all was either bringing it with you, or y'all had that booth sold out. I was prepared
For real.
to do what y'all had to do that night.
For real.
Had that place lit up, and people, of course, had to say what they wanted to say. Oh well, that whole place, you know, not like the whole area wasn't full. Y'all do realize that other concerts were going on at the same time, but still, hundreds of thousands of people were standing there to see him. Every person standing there knew who he was, and were still watching and were captivated by him.
Yep.
You had people that did not know who he was that were captivated by his cadence, by his presence, by his look, by everything. Do not, and I mean do not, speak on Jung Ho Sok.
Period.
Ever.
Period.
Ever. That man knew what he was doing. I mean messed up over here. Don't do him like that.
You took those words right out of my mouth, girl, cause that was watching it on Hulu. Oh man, I was in tears for like a good half of this set, and just I was such in awe. The second I heard Daydream, I almost fell out of my bed. I was like, oh. I'm like, Chicago Army better be lucky.
I just, the stunning moments of his sets was incredible. Another moment that, of course, was replayed over and over, stuck inside my timeline, was Hang-san.
Yep. Oh, the crowd the crowd.
Lit.
Yeah. The crowd was eating it up, as they should. Yeah.
All he had to do was sing it, and they said, how high you want me to jump? Because, and they sang. The fact that, first of all, that was the first time that they had sold out, and on top of that, he was competing with huge bands.
Yeah.
Like, I forget which other big band was there that night. But the fact that he still had a huge crowd there to see him.
Yeah.
And he ate down.
Ooh, devoured. Absolutely devoured. Oh my gosh.
Like 15 million on Weavers?
Yeah.
Weavers was just crashing.
Mm-hmm. I heard about that.
I'll play with this man.
Yeah.
He knew what he was. He knows how to work a stage.
Exactly. That man was born.
One of those all-rounders in K-pop that you do not get every day.
Yeah.
Do not play with this man.
Yeah, that man was born to be on that stage. 100%. 100%.
He took, people were like, oh, well, he was only there because Doja Cat. Okay. He took the opportunity and he owned the fuck out of it.
For real. And it was also so sweet because on the side, Jimin was on the side cheering him on. My heart melted.
I love the fact that Jimin flew all the way from South Korea to Chicago to support him. And it truly broke my heart to know that Hobie was struggling so bad. That he wasn't eating properly, that he was just, practicing 24/7, but he wasn't taking care of himself. And the moment that Jimin got there, he was okay.
Ha!
He was practicing moderately enough to where he was also balancing himself out and enjoying himself.
Right.
I was like, these guys truly do bring out the best in each other to the point where they balance each other out.
Exactly.
And I think that it was beautiful what Jimin did for Hobie.
Right.
Didn't have to. He really didn't, but he did, and I honestly love they were able to have a moment. And then they did their V Live together, and Hobie just couldn't stop smiling.
My heart melted.
You could just tell he was so thankful to have him there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Tay was watching online, wondering when his performance was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
He was just so excited to see him, and I just love the support.
Yes.
That was being given, no matter where it was from. I love the fact that there was just so much support. He genuinely wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he needed it because he was starting to struggle.
Right.
It's not that they can't perform without each other, but they prefer to perform together.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a strength thing.
Yeah.
It's a bond thing.
Oh yeah, heavily.
Because they can perform without each other. They're all wonderful individually. They're incredible individually. They all put out incredible music individually, but there's a bond thing that happens with them.
Yeah.
That just together they create something even greater than apart.
Right.
I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah.
Okay. Explain it.
Yeah. This. I'm still just as speechless as I was the night watching his sets. And we're in September. And we're in September, and I'm still shook.
Yeah, I still remember turning Hulu on, like, let's go, start it, let's do it. He popped out, and I was like, oh, shit.
The way that he was cussing so much, too. Had me dead.
Had me as shook as Namjoon during the PTV shows. Listen.
Gosh damn it. Yeah. I mean, I'm still not recovered over that either. But, you know.
Yeah, you went.
I know. But, yeah, Hobie was cursing up the storm, and that had me shook. And I was like, sir, I understand. But I'm dying. I'm dying. But Hobie did what he had to do. He did what he had to do, which was that and more. Was
proud of him.
Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I can't speak. I am so proud of him. I really am. I'm so proud of him. Proud is such an understatement after that night.
I don't have the words to express how I feel about him because proud is too simple.
Yeah.
Too simple.
Absolutely. So now that's gonna make me want to rewatch Hobie Palooza again throughout the week when I have actual time and just embrace in it. So leave your comments down below what you thought about Hobie Palooza because I'm still shook as fuck. Really shook.
Yep. while you're at it, how
Mm-hmm.
did your favorite song Jack in the Box? Because I just want to know.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. I am the biggest safety zone and equal sign enthusiast. So
Those two songs eat me up every time. The vocals on Safety Zone.
yep.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk. Listen. Listen. I don't know who told that man to eat like that, but that man his flowers immediately.
Now, the second I heard that, the first time hearing it, I said, "Ooh, the soul is coming out," and I'm screaming, I'm screeching actually.
No, every time. Help me know what he be doing because Safety Zone and Ego.
Yeah, yeah.
We know.
If you know, you know.
We know.
We especially know.
We know, and if you know, you definitely know. So.
Like literally every single time I literally listen to Safety Zone, I literally have to do the background vocals too, because I'm just like they put their entire freaking soul into that, and for what?
Right.
And for what?
Just I can't cause oh my god.
But then, what if?
Oh
Oh
man.
God!
What if was serious now? What that was.
Seeing that,
That was some real life shit right there.
yeah. When he performed it at Lollapalooza, and giving the original credits. Let's. I'm gonna get. No.
He up on the screen.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Exactly.
How you do it.
Exactly. Oh, that performance gave me so much goosebumps.
People who were in the crowd noticed what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
It was it was a moment for some people. And online on Twitter, people were like, "Oh my god, that's like." Some people were emotional when they saw it. And it was crazy. It was a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Wow." They didn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got that much respect for the music he does.
Exactly. Yeah, that performance was just one of a lifetime. But yeah, comment down below your favorite song from Jack in the Box, if there's any. Because I mean, all of them
I
are too
wouldn't
good.
even blame you if that whole album was fair because I'm be honest, I love streaming that whole album. Ain't not one skip on that album. He put his foot in the album.
Yeah, like I said, I think in the previous episode too. Like I was like, I already knew that Hobie, Mr. Jung Ho Sok, was going to bring something into this album. I can feel it. My senses are tingling. Yeah, he did what he had to do. 100%.
I really did.
I love that man so much. I really do. Genuinely, really do. So now, on to another topic we want to also mention about. I am so sick and tired of the Western validation. I don't know why this topic continues to be brought up.
Why? No, why?
No.
We won't do that, but we know why. but
Sick.
yes, very much sick. It's dumpsters. The tomato, tomato, tomato. Cause ew.
Yeah.
Um, it's weird because it's a one-sided conversation every time Western validation comes up.
Yeah.
It's geared towards BTS. It's never towards anybody else.
Right.
Be real. Let's draw the line.
Yeah.
And this is, y'all can say what you want. It's not me trying to start drama. It's not me trying to say anything sideways. But let's be real. It's always BTS. Oh, they want Western validation. Oh, the
Mm.
paper award. Oh, this.
Yep. Until their faves actually get it.
And yeah, there you go.
And-
Because then, when your favorite band gets that same exact award, and it's out, they paid their own way. Out, it's cool. Out, they did that. So it's not Western validation no more.
let me sip
It's
my
not giving
big
Western
jug
validation.
of water real quick. Hold on. It was
Just
spilt.
not. What?
I said I took a big sip of my water and I was like, "Oh, it's spilt." You spilt that fact.
This is like it's not giving Western validation no more. It's not giving fake. It's not giving ES because that's the answer y'all was given for the last few years when one group was winning,
Mm-hmm.
nobody else. Now all of a sudden everybody else winning and it's cool now. It ain't no more Western validation.
Right.
I'm trying to understand the velocity to the magnitude of what the hell y'all are spewing.
The velocity to the magnitude. What?
Because help me.
I'm
What
dead.
hemisphere are we in? Come back. I have to help me. I'm lost.
Nah, for real. Like, I am getting so sick and tired of that conversation. Like, so much. It's getting old. It's giving repetitive. In all honesty.
BS. It's giving dog shit. It's giving tired. It really is.
Yeah.
It's centered around the same two songs every time. It's centered around Dynamite, centered around Butter.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just say it because I ain't trying to be messy, but it's a good comparison, so we just gonna outright say it. Dynamite and Butter are brought up in this conversation every time. It's like, oh well, it was created just for the sole fact of being nominated for Grammys. Whether it was or not, who gives a damn? Like, some people don't be writing these whack ass songs for the sole sake of being recognized anyway. I would say that Dynamite or Butter is whack because they were solely created for the sake of fun, for a good time, which plenty of people do. Have y'all not heard What Does the Fox Say?
Oh my lord.
Oh my god. Have y'all not heard that frog song from years ago? Have y'all not heard Turn Down for What? I'm so sorry, but y'all be acting like people don't be writing these songs for the sole purpose of just fun. Not every song has to make sense.
But when it comes to BTS, it's a problem.
Don't really act like every song has to make sense. Now, there's a difference between a song not having to make sense and a song purposely being written to make sense and then not making sense. Bitch,
Yeah.
we not gonna say what that is, but y'all know because y'all be repeating the same line throughout the songs, and then throwing a little bit of something in there, the rap in there somewhere, and y'all go back to repeating the same lines.
I'm gonna say this right now, and I should have said it in the beginning. It's one thing in the comments if you have like disagreements and everything like that. It's one thing to, be like, oh, disagree on some stuff, but still be respectful. However, if we see any hate of any sort, any threats of any sort, that is going to be very much deleted and you will be blocked. So,
Right.
please,
If we're having
please
a
pay attention.
conversation.
Yeah, please pay attention to what you say.
Right, because no one is being called out their name, no one is being talked down about, and no one is, being racist or xenophobic. So don't get that twisted up in the air.
Yeah, no.
People are being honest, and true comparisons are being made. If you have a disagreement, that is perfectly fine, but don't be nasty.
Yeah, there's no reason to be nasty whatsoever, especially within this nasty ass world we're in. Like, no.
Right. So don't sit here and twist it and be like, well, why are you being xenophobic? I'm not. Especially when I watch a sport like baseball and I have sat here and defended players on the team that I love who happen to be of a variety of ethnicities and races who happen to use translators who get talked about a lot.
Yeah.
It is shameful, disgusting. And someone's trying to use a translator and they're asking why they don't just speak English. I've had a problem with that every single motherfucking time. Because that's like speaking English in another country and they're asking why you don't speak their language. That shit ain't right. Someone's trying to learn the language and it's just disrespectful.
Right.
People just need to learn how to be accommodating to someone's struggle and just learning.
Exactly. But I'm glad, like, in a sense, that in a way where it's just like comparisons are being made for a good reason while we're at it. But it's just like, it's
Right.
there. Like I said, literally not that long ago, it's just tiring. It's giving hypocrisy. It's giving all of those.
Ridiculous. Like, back to the original point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
Dynamite and butter was thrown in there. Not to say that this is, there's nothing wrong with the song, but the song ice cream is thrown around a lot. What was the sole purpose of making ice cream? It sounds nothing like the rest of certain groups' discography. It was made for a certain purpose. For views, popularity, possibly for another reason as well, because I believe it was submitted for the Grammy Committee.
Mm-hmm.
It was posted by one of their fan pages. I don't know if it was accepted or not. I'm not that deep. I ain't doing all that.
Right.
But songs are made for certain purposes. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But to sit here and act like some groups just don't have some of these songs for certain purposes, and then to ride another group saying Western validation, and then when your group does it, it's not the same.
Yeah, no.
That's not how this works.
No, not at all.
So when your group starts topping the charts, then falls back down, you're doing the same thing as the very fandom you beef with, but somehow you ain't the same. It's not how this works.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not beefing because all fandoms got their flaws, and I'm in one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all sometimes gotta realize when you wrong. I know when my fandom can be wrong.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because
some of the shit that be said ain't
not it. It really isn't
nothing.
it. It really isn't it at all.
Sometimes y'all have got to realize when have got to stop.
Mm-hmm.
I, I'm not gonna say some of the things that I've seen, but y'all kind of just be starting mess on purpose sometimes too.
Yeah, and it's annoying and childish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when you get the rebuttal, you're like, well, I didn't even say that band's name, or I didn't say your fandom's name, but you implied it because
Yeah.
who else would you be talking about?
Exactly.
Come on now. Like, it gets to the point where the only two beefing about Western validation are Blinks and Armies. Anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
These two fandoms pretty much compete.
Yeah.
Are they pretty much doing about the same thing? Pretty much.
Yeah, and considering that that's been on my timeline for the past almost month now, it's pissing me off entirely.
Yeah,
Entirely.
it's
Because
annoying.
it's annoying and it's gone way too far, which is going to be another topic we're going to talk about last. But it's just gone too far. And, like, it's so draining even going on Twitter too now because it's just like, oh boy, more drama per usual. And it's just, it just gets annoying, especially since, like, once you, like, you start to get older and everything like that, you realize that, like, it's not worth it. It really isn't. Like, whatsoever. And so it's just like, it's just draining, and I'm so sick and tired of it. And like, it makes me not be on Twitter as much as I really want to, but like, other than like having a life, clearly. But
Right.
speaking about that, since we're on the topic when it comes to like fandoms and stuff, I want to mention about this new generation of ARMY and how, according to some other armies, that they are being lazy in the sense of when it comes to voting, streaming, etc., etc. Because I have mixed feelings about it.
Yeah, it's hard because as a tech as like someone who is new, like I'm
Yeah.
coming up on my second anniversary in a
Same.
couple of months, so it's kind of like I'm considered a new army. But when I see posts calling newer armies lazy or something like that, I don't take offense to it because I am not lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I do. I do. I see voting. I vote on what I have time to vote for. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
Do I vote every single day? I'll be honest, I do not because sometimes I am busy
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes I just have things to do. But when I have time in the evening or even in the morning before I have to do what I have to do, I do get on, any of the apps that I have downloaded or even the ones that just require you to go on a website really quick and use all my accounts and I vote.
Right.
And then as far as streaming, if there's streaming parties, if there's just playlists that people have, I have pretty much all of them saved.
Right.
And I use every single one of them. If there's a new release, I always try to find all has everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't leave out Jack in the Box, Left and Right, Sexy New Kim. I don't leave out everything that's been released. I have everything on a playlist, even if it's a few months old.
Right.
Because I try to keep streaming everything so that nothing it's left out, nothing starts falling too fast. But I don't think some people understand that sometimes, that even if it's been a few weeks and something new was released, you should still keep it on the playlist.
Yeah.
Like that's old, a bit older, but it's still should be on your playlist.
Yeah. With how I view it, considering as well my 2 year as well will be coming up this upcoming fall. Um, I understand from the standpoint, voting and everything like that. I completely understand. But there are other ways that you can have, like, promote other armies to vote without, like, belittling someone down.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And so, if by, like, finding other ways to promote without being belittling, that'll encourage more people to, vote and everything like that. And same with streaming too. But at the same time too, a good chunk of us are probably in the 20s, even 30s, 40s, ongoing. We also have a life. Whether if it's school, whether if it's work, whether if it's other things besides, like, in the Twitter realm. We have life and things get really, really hectic. Like, I'm gonna be real too. I do vote and everything like that, but it's not like an everyday type of thing, because some of my days have just been so busy. Like, this week for me has been just nonstop busy stuff, so I haven't been able to do a lot of streaming. And then plus, I'm gonna be gone for a week. I will mention that at the end. I'm gonna be gone for a week, so I'm not really going to be much on anything or even streaming any sort of music. So it's just like, people need to understand that people have lives
Right.
outside of Twitter, outside of BTS. Like, I still, don't get it twisted. When I have the time, bitch, I'm streaming. Bitch, I will vote if it's easy for me to do it. Absolutely, I will, and I will be streaming. But, like, people have lives, and so people that are just getting on them for even, like, not even voting a certain amount or even streaming for so much, like, can y'all, like, chill out? Because what if you're busy, and you don't even have time to anyway? So it's just like, kind of see it from their perspective too, and also respect the fact that, at least despite with life going on and everything like that, they're still trying to vote, at least, and they're still trying to stream whenever they have time to do so. And people should be more, like, and they should be more appreciative about that. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent, and I'm also keeping track of time too. So that's my input when it comes to that. I would say also comment down below your thoughts, but like I said earlier, please keep it respectful. We are not tolerating no belittling bullshit. Not on our watch. So please, 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 please keep the comments respectful, please. Okay.
Yeah, and one thing I do want to add is that when it comes to this whole conversation as to, calling people out and then the whole lazy thing, I do hope that people go about it better.
Yeah.
Because we did just watch a situation where a supposed army called out somebody for being lazy, and their thing was, what, like, we be giving the wrong people attention. The army literally, I want to say this army literally said and explained in paragraphs, might I add, that they were dealing with a lot emotionally in terms of work excuse me, their mental health. They just didn't have the time. They did not want to listen to any new releases like Sexy New Kim while in a bad headspace. They were basically missing certain important things in their life, having to go to work. They hadn't watched Hopi Palooza. They hadn't been able to do or listen to a lot of important things. And that's what that person was missing. They even had the, not courage, but they had the they were polite enough to message the person who quoted them and message them to explain, hey, you're looking at this situation wrong. It's not that I don't want to listen to and appreciate these things. I'm just not in the right place to do these things. I don't want to listen to something and I'm not in the right space to do so. And the person who was antagonizing that army just did not care, pushed them off. And to be fair, hell,
Yeah.
ratioed like hell, and they deserved it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say
Not
this. Oh,
everyone
go for it.
is intentionally trying to be lazy. Some people struggle, and music is not always gateway to get out.
Yeah, and I've experienced this myself too as of recently. Like I said in the beginning, I was going through a very, 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 very rough patch. And even like listening to music just did not help me in the situation one bit. Hence why it took me a good minute to even listen to Sexy Noom Kim too, because like I don't want to listen to it while I'm in a really, really bad headspace. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a little bit pretty much similar with Bad Decisions too. Even though earlier at that time, it's just a lot's been going on, and like I'd rather be in a good mental space when it comes to listening like to new music and everything like that. So I understand like with that or where it's coming from in the sense of like they're dealing with a lot. So just you don't know what people are going through, for fuck's sake. Like you really
Right?
don't
Like,
know.
try to be more understanding. Not everyone's just avoiding new releases. Not everyone's not trying to just not support. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people are just out here in fake,
Yeah,
but some people just are genuinely trying to protect their peace.
exactly.
So be aware what you're doing to people because that person who quoted that army and went for them for no reason, yeah, they deactivated, and I hope they stay gone because you don't need to come back because if you do, people will go for the jugular next time. So
Absolutely.
bye. And I hope that army who got antagonized for some reason is okay
I hope so too.
and is working through their life problems and is slowly getting to where they need to be and that they are okay.
Yes, absolutely. And the last topic we're gonna talk about is these relationship rumors and you know, how
Ain't
it should be
mentioning
handled.
too many names and stuff because this y'all know what we talking about.
If you
And if you
know,
don't know what we're talking about,
if you know,
don't
you
ask.
know. And also, before we even start talking about this too, um keep this in mind. Like I said, obviously be respectful when it comes to it and everything like that. Um but the fact that's getting out of hand and privacy of their private stuff is getting leaked not only on one end but both ends, that's not fucking cool. And you would think as two, core fandoms, you would think, okay, private infos on both of their ends are getting leaked out. We should find the person who is doing that and just go
The
batshit and
person
report.
the person is known. Like we know which account it is because it stems from two main accounts are doing it.
Yeah.
You know where they're coming from. But you would think that two fandoms for a second could stop. being and some people are actually like a lot of people are actually being logical about okay. Some people are actually being logical about this. 60% of each fandom is being logical about this. The other 40% is being dumb,
Yeah.
stirring up trouble, finding pictures. Oh, it's probably Photoshop. Oh, well, this. Oh, here's a third person to add into this. Oh, it's a love triangle now. Oh, they're fighting over her. Oh no, she really belongs to him. This is dumb.
Yes.
This is dumb as
And even
why
and
are
even
y'all fighting over this?
and even like if they were, whether if the pictures were edited or not, it's none of our goddamn fucking business. Hello?
It really isn't. Whether they're dating or not was no one's business to begin with, and whether they're edited or not should not matter. And for people calling for Big Hit and Hot to do something, y'all do not know the process of what that takes because somebody who like law armies were jumping all over this, and I'm gonna be glad that people are actually smart in this fandom because my God,
Yeah.
um, they were like, y'all do realize that if Big Hit were to speak out about this or Hive, whichever one actually really takes care of the legal problems right now, they would have to debunk this. That would mean either Tay and or Jenny would have to speak, or they would have to debunk it. They would have to actually start speaking on them or speak for them. Or the two people involved would have to start talking.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to tell y'all shit. They shouldn't have to, for the sake of their privacy and their personal lives, tell you anything. Just like I think it was like a year ago, when somehow somebody got pictures of Hopi's sister's wedding.
Yeah, yeah, that still pisses me off.
Oh, trifling.
That pisses me off.
How the fuck did any of y'all get pictures of that? Her private moment. Her private moment. This ain't even about him no more. It's his sister, who, might I add, when she has lives, y'all spam BTS stuff. Okay.
Don't.
Stop it. She's willing to be nice and chat with y'all and have fun. And what do y'all do? Oh, Yoongi marry me. Oh, this. Oh, party, party, yeah. Cut it out.
Yeah,
Get
cut
the fuck
the shit
out.
out.
It's not funny. Y'all aren't funny.
Yeah, and this has been going on for too damn fucking long. Like too long. And it's just like I thought we we know better. Apparently what I thought.
Most of us do.
It's just sad.
Forget this being like forget this being a rumors conversation. This is an invasion of privacy conversation.
Yeah.
Some of y'all do not know what the hell y'all are doing.
Exactly.
Because in one breath, I've been saying this, in one breath, y'all will sit here and be like, oh, protect Tay. Protect Tay. Big Hit. What are you doing? Protect Tay. But then we'll be sharing them rumors around.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we'll share them airport videos.
God.
I hate y'all share them airport videos of him being practically jumped.
I am glad I did not see those videos whatsoever. But that really pissed me off because who thought that was fucking okay?
Say them Tay solo pages who be starting them trends.
No, for real.
They'd be the same ones that be starting them trends, but then also be kikiing and ha-haing over them fucking airport videos, which I don't understand. Pick a side. Do you want to protect him or do you want him to basically get jumped in an airport? Because pick a side. And what pissed me off the most was that video Of that, and girl, I hope to God you never get another BTS ticket ever in your life. I hope someone shoves their foot in your face. She reached her hand in between security and touched Tay on his shoulder.
Ew. I hate people so much.
I don't wish violence on many people, but girl, I hope you get your shit yoked.
Literally. Since
Them videos of the security guards who be pushing them girls over to protect them K-pop celebrities. Oh, I hope you next.
for real.
I'm not wishing violence on you, but I hope the force of God as you leaning.
Literally.
Amen.
We're at the 1 hour mark as we speak. Long story short, have fucking common sense. Don't fucking go beyond their goddamn boundaries, for fuck's sake. Don't even go to the goddamn airport. Like, I can't believe we have to have this talk every single time they have to do something, whether if it's for a schedule or whether it's for a goddamn event. I hate that we have to do this every single time because people do not get it and they will still go and do it anyways. Don't. Just don't.
Don't get it. Like, stop following them. Stop traveling to the same country as them when you hear that they're going somewhere. That's weird. Mad weird and stalkerish.
It's giving saucing. It's giving saucing. Literally.
Like, I'm sorry, but y'all really need to. And people who are discovering them individually for the first time,
Yes.
stop going to souls for advice.
Yes. Don't.
Stop it. Because they are telling you stuff. Oh, well, they really hate him. But they have been the ones protecting each other for the last decade. Person telling you anything besides them 7 boys straight out their mouth, don't know them.
Yep.
Be trending hashtags. You got a clue that they created the drama themselves.
Exactly. So
Okay?
just
Y'all,
watch who you
y'all
go
need to
to
think
advice
for
for.
yourselves, research, and genuinely get to know them before you make that judgment call that got you looking goofy. I'm so sorry.
Right, absolutely. As we're getting closer to the end of the show, one of my favorite segments, what is the song that you've been listening to as of recently?
Hmm. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. So.
I know I already have mine, without a doubt.
Go ahead.
For me, it's been Sexy Moon Kim, because finally getting able to listen to it, it's grown a lot on to me. And even Namjoon's verse kills me every single time, and in that music video, he just fucking kills me in general. I really like it though. It's very unique and very, very interesting. So that's been basically on repeat for me.
Yeah. I have a tie.
Oh, what's the tie?
Because of course it's been Sexy Young Kim because I've been streaming it for the past like since it came out. It's been like almost a week now.
Yeah.
Like it took me I think like 2 listens to get like the gist of it and kind of like understand what they meant. It was very different.
Yeah.
So from the first listen, it didn't really capture me, but it took me another listen, and it did grow on me. Of course, I love me some Namjoon, Kim Namjoon.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud of Balling Tiger. I saw what they were doing on the charts. Like,
yeah. Love that for them.
For entering, I think like the Hot 100 or something like that. They were at number 30, and then they were on like the digital charts at number 1.
Let's go.
Like they're doing some first for themselves, and I was so proud. I was like, oh my gosh.
Let's go. I love that.
I really love that for them because no one really talked about them much before, and their Spotify numbers are shooting up. I think they got over like 500K by now. They were sitting at like 42K.
I definitely want to get into more of their stuff as well. But what was the other one that was Ty?
On BTS.
Per.
She's my bad bitch song. Like, I fucking love her.
Per.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why, but every time I'm like on Spotify YouTube, I have to listen to that song.
As you should.
I'm still waiting for the announcement of a music video.
I would lose my shit.
Yeah, I have to. You had three new song releases. You have to give us a second music video.
Absolutely.
It's either Run BTS or For You. You gonna give me Run BTS.
Exactly. Absolutely. As we close off this episode, all of next week, if you want to be a guest on the show, you can submit you can either DM us, or we also have a form. It's in our link tree, and it'll go directly towards the form for you to fill it out. We'll be looking through next week. Even though I will be gone next week, I will casually try to check in to see if there's anything new. So if you want to be a guest, please fill out the form or DM us on Twitter, and we will try to get back to you as soon as we can.
I'll definitely be available because I work nights.
Yeah.
So I'll be around.
Yeah.
And so if I see something new, I'll relay it to Denise,
Yes.
and I will get it to her. She'll see it whenever she can see it.
Yes. But
we'll definitely still talk about it.
Absolutely.
Do what we do.
Absolutely. We will also keep you guys updated as well with the special episode celebrating the 1 year. We will keep you guys updated on that. And until next time, thank you guys for, listening to this episode. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And also give your thoughts down below. But like I said so many times already, just keep it respectful. And make sure you keep up with us on our Twitter. It'll be in our link tree. So once you click on the button, it'll take you straight there. So follow our Twitter, and we'll keep posting there for updates and stuff. And until next time, we'll see you guys on episode 11.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.